It's not your fault that you were hurt, but it is your fault if you stay there. The more you prepare for what you do want, the more you focus on what you do want. It's just a mental thing. It's all in your head. If you believe that, you will always get treated like fucking trash. You'll always get treated like trash because you'll... Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another YouTube video. I feel like I'm talking to like you one-on-one. As you can see by the title, we're having a short little girl talk today while I get ready for bed. Just getting some things that I've been thinking about off my mind and I want to share it with you guys. So let's get straight into the video. If you can hear my music down here, it keeps me focused and calm. I highly recommend listening to like I don't even know the genre of this music. Like, it's Ella Fitzgerald, so you can figure that out. You can hear my steamer. No, you can't. Let's just start there. So many of us carry pain with us that we never really asked for. It's not your fault that you were hurt, but it is your fault if you stay there. A lot of us encourage each other to heal after we've been through something, or if we need to be better for ourselves, but part of that really goes unspoken is how to heal. And I think that's something that we all struggle with, just because everyone's healing journey is very, very, very much different. And I could say that for me personally, because I feel like nobody has went through what I've been through and gotten out of it the way that I have, and I respect myself so much more for that, and I protect my heart and my peace because of that reason. And I think that's why a lot of people do the same thing, because like I said in the beginning, sometimes you really just don't know if you're doing the right thing. I remember at the beginning of my healing journey, I literally had so many questions. I didn't know where I was going, what I wanted to do. Is this thing focused? Oh, it's focused now. Hi, cutie. By the way, y'all, did y'all see my hair? I mean, I can see it, but like, peep the new hairstyle.
Clap.
Yeah. I know the title of this video could come off very cold-hearted or kind of detached, but it's a very true thing and a very real thing that everyone goes through, because being hurt is a very unique experience for everybody. Like, some people dwell and like overplay what happened in their head multiple times to the point where they're literally torturing themselves, constantly over obsessing about like what could have happened, constant regret, and then eventually falling back into the same pattern that they were in before, and that's not healthy. Then you have your people that drag it along with them their entire freaking life. Like, have you ever been around a person that just can never stop talking about like the bad things that have happened in their life, and how much like they can't get over the situation, and how much this person hurt me, and how much they want to get back at them, or how much they regret a situation or what they could have said or what they could have did? That type of person, the person that constantly brings that up in a conversation or finds any and every excuse to bring it up. I'm not saying that you should not talk about like your hurt or the things that you've been through, right? Like, you should talk about it, but at the end of the day, at some point, you should no longer want that a part of your story. Like, it has to detach from you. Like, leave it alone. Like, I am a firm believer of having an experience in your life and then leaving that experience there. You know what I'm saying? And then building yourself up to the point where you never put yourself in that predicament again. I know like you can't always predict what's gonna happen, and like you can't just like always be prepared for everything, but you can prepare. But if you practice like getting back up and getting back into the swing of things, like not letting it crumble your whole entire life, that's a real superpower, to be able to bounce back up. Like, not necessarily like nothing happened, but pick yourself back up like easily. Like, who doesn't want that? You got those people that completely detach and act like nothing happened, and that doesn't do much either, because that kind of just suppresses everything, and to the point where you like physically can't take it anymore, and then you lash out on people that don't deserve it, or things that don't deserve it, or you start lacking in things that you deserve, like self-care, like anything, etc. In that category, you start to lack it in other parts of your life. The negativity, what the fuck? That negativity starts to flow out into the rest of your life, and it's going to be very obvious. It's very obvious when somebody does not have a grip on the things in their life. And lastly, you have the healers, the ones who observe, who experience, and who bounce back. Period. Simple as that. I feel like, so let's start here with like the physical aspect of it. I feel like pain can really affect someone physically and mentally, so I'm a big advocate for listening to your body and what it's telling you. I can give you a few tips on how to fix these things if you just sit down and listen. That's literally like the main part of the video. That's what I'm just going to be giving you guys, like some tips and some of the things that I do that help me heal myself in an escalated way, because nobody likes to sit in that for too long. And if you are comfortable in it, this is the video you need to watch in order to get out of that hurt funk or that victim mentality type of thing, because it's real. So the first thing that I want to touch on is anticipation and expectation. These are the things that I want to start off with first, only because these two things is something that goes so unnoticed because it goes on before the hurt even occurs. So oftentimes we put ourselves in these situations where we kind of know how they're going to end. We ideally have like a blueprint of like where the situation is going, like just something that helps us feel in control of the situation. This can often give the illusion of comfortability, but really it's a hindrance, and it can feel really good and really easy in the moment, but in the end it can probably be one of the most self-sabotaging things that a person can do. Here's the definition of an expectation. Now we're going to break this down. A strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. So let me break this down to you, okay? We all know what a belief is. Trust me, we all know. And if you don't, let me give you something quick. Now, if you believe in literally anything, which most of us do, you know that a belief is a very powerful thing, a very strong thing that can gauge a way of life, of someone's way of life, literally. Like something as simple as like when we were kids and we believed in Santa Claus. We believed in Santa Claus, so we moved accordingly because we believed in him. For example, leaving cookies out, putting a fake letter in the mailbox, leaving milk out, like simple things of that nature. We believed in him, so we moved accordingly in order to keep up that belief, okay? So it's something as simple as that. That was just an example, but it's an easy example because it shows how strong a belief can be. Even though we were children, that's how strong a belief can change a person's decisions throughout their day, whether you're a child or an adult. So let's put two and two together with that example. So if you go into a relationship or friendship or a situation in any type of circumstance with a bad expectation, that automatically puts you into a negative zone. Like you're already about to start making decisions based off what you already believe. And an expectation is a belief. It means you believe something is about to happen, so that means you're damn near preparing for this shit. So what we're gonna stop doing is having such a high expectation for things. I'm not saying that you should just go into every situation like half-assing it, or like saying like, oh, I'm just not gonna have any expectation, like I'm just gonna willy-nilly through everything. Like having a steady expectation of things is very healthy. But if anything, don't let it be a bad expectation, you know? Like, because that automatically leads to hurt, because you're going to move accordingly in the way, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. Like, I don't even know how to explain. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Say you went into a relationship and you've been cheated on multiple times. So you go into the next relationship with the expectation that they might be really good, but I've been hurt so many times, you low-key expect for them to cheat. Unfortunately, it's true, it happens. I've seen it multiple times. So you're gonna start moving accordingly to what you believe. Or if you're already getting cheated on and you think you're getting cheated on, you're gonna move accordingly. You're gonna put an air tag in his car, which is insane. But you know, I'm just naming it cute examples. I'm not gonna try these things, trust me. Or you're gonna start checking their phone more often. You're gonna start checking where their location is more often. You're gonna start being more useful. If you're gonna expect anything, expect something good. And the second one kind of goes into what I just said. Anticipation is basically just your body preparing itself for the hurt. So it's like you're slowly torturing yourself without even realizing it, because like it's not necessary. Like I highly encourage not taking any past expectations or past situations on how they made you feel or feelings into the next one, because they don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You deserve to be able to release the feeling and the hurt that you went through and learn from it and be better from it. So I just think that's what you deserve. I deserve that. You deserve that. I think everyone deserves to feel whole. I think hurt should only be a temporary thing, something that we must go through in order to grow and learn more things about ourselves, because every time I've been hurt, I've learned more stuff about myself. And I've always benefited from it. I've always been able to benefit from it. So yeah. So something that you can start doing before you go into like situations or relationships with anybody, friendships, anything, is having an expectation of some good things before you get in. So like practice like preparing for what you do want instead of what you don't want. The more you prepare for what you do want, the more you focus on what you do want. And the more you focus, obviously the contrast, the more you focus on what you don't, the more you get of what you don't. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a mental thing. It's all in your head. Like, seriously, it's nothing more to it. I mean, if you think you deserve better, you will act accordingly. If you believe that you deserve better, you will act accordingly. If you believe that you always get treated like trash, you'll always get treated like trash, because you'll move accordingly to someone who gets treated like trash. Okay, are you following me? I don't want that to be you. It's not me. I don't want that to be you. Let's not have that be you. Okay, so every time you make a decision, even if you have to do this for a little while, microanalyze the things that you're doing to make sure that you're stopping the negativity, stopping the negative words you say about yourself and about your situation. Even if you're not in the ideal situation that you want to be in, regardless, with a person, with a anything in your life, if you're not happy with it, or if it's not ideal to what you want, start focusing on more of the yeses than the nos. Okay, so that's a really big thing that you could do to drop the expectations, the bad expectations. Hey y'all, it's Future Tyler. I realized while I was editing this, I didn't record an outro. I don't know how I missed that. That's pretty much all I have to say in the video. I mean, it's not no official outro or nothing like that, but I just didn't have one at all. I'm like, okay, you can't end the video like that. But yes, if you made it to the end of the video, I hope you got some type of substance out of what I was trying to tell you, because this message was very much real like the rest of them. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye.